It's for the
Nope, we've
public
been
of
asked
that
not to.
subdivision.
We've
I
had
mean,
a
other
couple that
people
have.
can probably come
They've been
because I'm going
asked
to
us
post my
not to
schedule.
post publicly
And if they're
that
local,
we're
they
going to be
can
in their
come.
subdivision. Whether it's like a block party where they're actually blocking off streets and stuff, they don't want the extra traffic. They don't want other people to. Yeah. So we've had that happen. It's so where it is a private event.
I can understand that.
And
I can understand that.
With that kind of scenario where they're blocking off streets, they're doing bounce houses and stuff. I treat that almost festivally, to where I feel pretty confident that we're gonna, pull in $1,000. So, but I also let them know that there's a good chance that we're gonna run out of food, and when we do, we do.
I mean, I get it.
We're not gonna screw ourselves for your block party. And if that means you want to bring, and if I tell you we're going to make food for 100 people, and you want to bring in another food truck at that point, okay. Because you think you're going to have 700 people that are eating, go ahead. Because I'm not going to be able to feed 700 anyways. So, yeah. There's my thoughts on minimums. I hate them.
So we have a listener north of the border in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, home of the Hart family. They said we've been asked to come to a 6-day barrel race event. For anybody who doesn't know what a barrel race is, watch Yellowstone. About an hour away. It's free to go to the event, but it looks like they don't have power. We have to run our generator 24/7. The question was, do we shut down as much as possible at night to save on gas? My answer to that would be, hey, ask them if they have at least a 20 amp outlet that you could drop, depending on what's in your trailer, that you could drop a cord to at least run maybe your fridge. When you get there or whatever you have for a smoker or whatever the case may be. But, yeah, that's what I would do definitely. I would ask for that.
All right, here's
it might not be worth it how much fuel you're going to go through in a 6-day event.
Numerous times with the generator running. Refrigerators don't pull anything. They're so efficient. So as long as you're not running anything that's heating element, so no steam table, no warming cabinet, you're going to go through so little gasoline overnight. Really. Your lights aren't pulling anything. We do. We turn everything off inside except for our refrigerators and let them run. So we turn off the lights, which we're probably saving 2 cups of gasoline over the 2 days, maybe. So a couple dollars, we're saving a couple bucks, maybe. So yeah, and that's for me and I feel better doing that than hooking into somebody else's power overnight. Because who knows where a GFI is located in that series of outlets or whatever, that something pops, because those things are awful. Something pops and all of a sudden you're without power. I trust my generators more than anybody else's outlets. So yeah, it's such a negligible amount of gas overnight.
That's true.
When you're not running.
I'd still ask because most outdoor outlets are GFI protected anyway.
Weaken, so they pop easier every time after that. And you don't know how many times it's been popped. We had one, so Granville, the fall fest that we did there, or whatever fest. We had that problem the first time we set up there. They had, a plug that we could plug into, and as soon as we plugged in, it popped. And it was, we were a refrigerator at that point, and we couldn't get it to run the one fridge and our lights. As soon as the outlet hit, as soon as it made contact, the GFI would pop. So, yeah, it's worth the ask. I'd let it run. I'd sit there for an hour before I would felt comfortable to make sure it didn't pop. So,
Yeah.
Sorry. Still doing
next one is from Bernie's Blue Line Barbecue. They look to be out of. Let's see if I can go to their website real quick. They're out of New York. Yep, Nigerville, New York. He asked. Go back to where it was. He asked about. I'm a caterer first, but I'm looking into getting more vending events. What do you look for when choosing events? Any immediate red flags? Okay, so let's start with that. He's got a couple more in here, but so, well, I'll give the floor to you.
Didn't we talk about this last week?
How do you choose events, and what are your red flags? I don't remember.
Well, that's probably more likely.
Either that, or we didn't.
I'm assuming
we didn't answer the other guy's question.
I know we talked about this. We had to have. We have a deja vu. Basically,
all right. Well, then
anybody that has an outrageous number of expected attendees for a small single day. Bernie says, "Yeah, we talked about it last week." He said you answered both. See, it was even a short week. We didn't have. We weren't on until Wednesday or Tuesday. I don't know. One of those days.
Yeah.
I thought
whatever. All right. Well, then we already talked about it. So the latest scam that I have received is that if you comment on somebody asking for a food truck, I don't know how they do it, but if you leave your email address, or somehow they'll go to your website, obviously. Okay, they'll go to your Facebook page, which has your email address, and they're emailing you to say, hey, thanks for, it's a basic email. It's like, thanks for your, actually, let me pull it up now. Okay. This is from Stella, because I responded to something. Greetings. Hoping this email meets and finds you in good spirit.
100%.
So first of all, that's a red flag.
Anybody
Don't talk
that
about red
talk
flags.
in normal
That's a red flag. Okay?
English.
They're trying too hard.
Yeah, cadence, and uses weird words like good spirit. No one ever says that. Thank you, Bernie, for the Seinfeld reference. I'm glad you picked that up.
So this is weird. We're delighted to know you're interested in being a vendor with a capital V at our upcoming event. So this event was not an event. It was just, hey, we're looking for food trucks to set up through the summer. Okay. So, because they always copy the screenshot of like where it is, the one attachment. Anyway, but they always ask for, there is a fee that must be paid to secure your spot. Fee, lowercase, $100 per day. Please note, space is limited. Urgency. So they get you to feel like not supply and demand, but sense of urgency. Like you have to do this. The last one is, this form is subject to change at any time depending on the needs, rules, and changes with this event. No punctuation whatsoever. Send me your business logo for publicity, space, comma, space. Kindly acknowledge this email with the utmost dispatch and respond to this at your earliest convenience.
Dispatch.
The fuck is utmost dispatch? Anyway, so don't fall for those. Those are good. Those are bad ones. And they'll come with a subject line, vendor's application form. I got one that says no subject. Another one that just says vending events, but they're all the same. Like I'm a barbecue truck, Michigan Asian Food Culture Fair.
I hate people.
I got it 2 days ago from yesterday, or for yesterday's event.
Skippy, did you do
So
the
yeah, so just don't
Bailey
fall for
barbecue
those
and beats last year
people.
for the Hospice of Michigan? That ended up being a good thing for you. I just got an email.
I did.
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, it's barley
well,
barbecue and beets. Yes, I might have dropped your name.
Oof.
Yes, so
not off the truck. So this is inside DeVos Place for us. No, this is inside DeVos Place.
Yes. No, you. Oh, it's inside.
Yeah, this is inside.
Yeah, well,
so we
mine was at
definitely
like a
so they
wedding
provide us an
barn.
8-foot table to be able to serve from.
I would still ask them
I don't
because
think
I
we'll be able
served
to
off
pull
my
it
truck and I was the only one to do it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You never know. Basically, it's sample size portions. They'll give you up to $2,000.
Did they tell you 600 too?
Listen, we didn't go through anywhere near 600 people. Yes, I can bring the email back up because I got it too. I already re-signed up. Oh yeah, it's right here. I already re-signed up for it. So blah, blah, blah. They moved it. Yeah, looking to accommodate 600 plus guests. So basically, for the one I did, they had a tent that they had all the barbecue vendors set up again. And I'm saying, I'm a food truck. That's what I want to do. And they're like, we'll have you park right outside where people are walking in, so you're the first person they see.
So there's no parking anywhere in front of that building. That's not allowed. Yeah, it wouldn't be yeah. So I would actually have to pull into DeVos Place, which there's room. That's where they do the car show and the boat show and the RV shows and everything. But I don't think that would probably fly. Yeah. But I have no problem doing it off a table. I mean,
whatever.
Potentially.
Trying to help you out.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What's it, May 18th?
Yeah, you just set up a couple chafing dishes and
I
you're
thought
good.
That was the event that you did last year. It was 600 samples.
Yeah, it's good.
What did you do?
Well, we're talking like 2-ounce cups.
Hmm.
So we did brisket slider. We did a half of like jalapeno cheddar sausage.
And that was a plate, or they picked between the slider and the
coleslaw and
sausage?
Mac and cheese. Okay. They just pick whatever they want. They have tokens.
So is it like a token per item?
They just drop their tokens in
type
there.
of thing? Okay. Gotcha.
Yes. Token per item. Yeah. And then we did roll out a dessert, so your banana pudding would be good for dessert.
Well,
because nobody out there had
for
desserts.
this is that you got to
maximize
your $2,000. So if they're I don't want to bring 4 different things. Absolutely. I want to bring 3 different things.
Oh, apologies. We did chopped brisket slider. I'm looking at our picture. Mexican street corn bowl and strawberry shortcake. Oh, and jalapeno cheddar sausage. We did those 4 things. Yeah. So we didn't do mac and cheese because I didn't want to boil that many noodles. So anyway, but it was a good time.
Yeah.
Met a lot of people. Got a few events out of it, like a couple caterings for this year out of it. And these are all people that have money.
Do you have a stock truck or vehicle you wish to park on site? Yes, my food trailer. So there is some interesting wording in the DeVos Place.
That's what I said. I would if you want to do
using a generator or your own or in-house power at DeVos Place. I can't imagine they would want any sort of generated power. Well, they do. I mean, but
unless they have a really good ventilation system.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
the acoustics would suck.
Do you require access to water? Do you need a grease tank? Do you need somewhere to dispose of charcoal? Yeah, this is all very DeVos Place, it says. So that's the big,
is this
giant
DeVos or is this
convention center. Open flame. Please indicate open flames.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to respond. I'll ask her. Yeah, and she's local, so she gets So she's out of Ada, so she's very familiar with DeVos. Huh. All right. Interesting. I'm super intrigued now by all the things.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Sorry.
Right. But at least you're intrigued. No, you're good. All right. So yeah. So scams, don't fall for them. If anybody asks you to pay money, like anybody that has a vendor fee, typically will get a bunch of applications, choose who they will, and then invoice them. Venmo. They never ask you to pay up front.
Generally.
Never ask you to pay up front.
Yeah.
Or PayPal or whatever. Yeah, so we had a couple weeks ago, right? We had did you go on a podcast, I heard?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Not really.
Okay. Do you want I'm talking a little about that?
With Sober Eats, who we had on our show.
Okay then.
Started is working on starting a podcast called Between Two Trucks. A take on Between Two Ferns. And I was supposed to be his first guest. We recorded, and then he could not access said recording. Through a lot of help with Riverside, it was lost. Not help Riverside, help him listen. Riverside did not help them lose it. They helped
through the help of Riverside.
Trying to
it was
support
lost.
wise. Turns out that he was not running the proper version of any of the software. But his old laptop would also not allow him to upgrade to proper versions, so he had to pretty much get a new laptop to be able to upgrade everything else. So we'll have to re-record at some point in time.
Good.
Yeah. I'm not sure. He is not fully committed to a live show. Everything will be a pre-recorded, kind of like how we started out. Or a day of the week, or when it's going to be on. So he's working through some stuff. Non-recorded or non-live.
Some people think we need to go back to that.
Oh God, it was awful.
I don't know how many times we started talking without hitting the recording button to begin with.
Why'd you not?
Knock on wood.
Way to go.
Oh shit. It was me, dog.
Yeah, huh?
It was me.
I would like to note that my dogs have been not made a peep yet.
Huh. It was me.
If we have anybody that's listening today that has
My apologies.
Either gone from trailer to truck or truck to trailer or currently has both, I personally had a message from Lovey's food truck, who had a truck, an old box truck that he converted into or bought it that way. I'm not sure which, but bought a trailer this off season. And he said, I just got a new food trailer and going through the process of getting that open and operating by sometime in April. Any advice you can give me or things I should have with any key differences when operating with a new food trailer compared to an old food truck? Have some?
Oh, money in the bank.
It's my refrigerator, people. Just a second. Hello, it's Josh. Howdy.
Refrigerator guy.
Looking at your right now, the temperature was get that more than likely have that here tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Do you work for food? All right, so Josh has to be off for a little bit to give his credit card number to this fine gentleman who called and asked for it. So, if anybody wants Josh's credit card number, call 867-5309. He'll answer and give it to you over the phone. So, from there, all right. So we were talking about food truck versus food trailer versus food truck, whatever. Depending on the business, I mean, are you starting? If you're starting a whole new, I mean, it's going to be a new layout, things like that. Just make sure that your truck that you're pulling it is big enough. I did see a Toyota Corolla yesterday pulling a food trailer, so anything's possible. Yeah, as far as you shouldn't have, the things with food trucks is they can break down. They have an engine inside. They can, if that engine breaks, you ain't moving. Food trailer is kind of the same thing, but it's the tow vehicle. So your tow vehicle you can go find another tow vehicle. We talked about this on the podcast a while back. Josh is now laughing hysterically. He must have figured out how much overtime was going to cost him if you were listening before. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. I mean, the other thing is generator, but if you have a food truck, you already know that. Flow, if you have a food truck, you already know that. If it's a different concept, you might need different equipment. If you have a barbecue trailer versus a burger truck, it could be different. If anybody's really good at lip reading, by the way, you can probably get Josh's credit card number. Anyway, other than that, I think that's it. I mean, just build it like I had it built to my specifications where I wanted stuff to go. Admittedly, I did copy it from Josh's. Josh, you back? Oh, Josh, not back yet. He just put his headphones on. I just wanted to let him know that I missed the last digit of his credit card number. From there, so just I copied mine from Josh's. He had a steam table, prep table, and window all on one. So the flow was one to the next. And I think that's most important is your flow. If you're a burger truck, a lot of people have their cooking apparatuses on the opposite side, so you're not bumping into people. Yeah, flow is a big deal. Flow and tow vehicle. Weight, weight's a big deal as far as making sure, like, are you putting in the equipment or are they putting in the equipment? The manufacturer, I should say. If you're putting it in, you got to worry about what equipment is over your wheel wells. On a porch trailer like we had, you put a lot of stuff in the back end of that porch. You need to move your axles back, or you might need bigger axles if it's a really heavy trailer. I'm rambling, so I would say check your axles, check the weight, check the equipment, check your tow vehicle. Those are all good things to check versus a food trailer versus a food truck. Food truck would be fun, though. If anybody's watching, Josh is just laughing hysterically. I'm not. Now he's shaking his head. My goodness. Overtime's going to cost a lot, folks. Calendar this week. We have our first subdivision actually on Tuesday. So that's good. Josh was saying that he has a festival on Saturday, and is he back? Oh, hey.
Yeah.
By the way, I was reading your lips. I missed the last digit of that credit card number. What's that?
7.
Well, you sucked at it. So, what was the last digit again? Okay, good. Yeah, we were talking about a food trailer. The 4 things is the weight of the trailer, the equipment that you're going to put in, the tow vehicle, and
JT would like a walkthrough
your
of
axles.
Your trailer, by the way.
That's what I said.
Skippy's not very good at videos.
I have to do a video, yes. I will do a video. I admittedly suck at videos. Thank you.
The one thing that I told him that was biggest for us was maintenance on your axles and wheels. And I gave him my mobile trailer guy.
Yes.
For those that are in the West Michigan area, Superior Trailer Maintenance will actually come out on site and do all your planned maintenance for your axles, bearings, and all that stuff. He'll make sure you're good to go. We actually used him last year when we had a break. One of our brakes, one of our drums, like shattered. And he came out on site while we were open and took care of it for us. A lot of times he can get stuff the same day or next day. But yeah, Zach Davis with Superior Trailer Maintenance. If you have any trailer needs, he's the guy. But yeah, that was the biggest thing for me. He told me every 6 months that those brakes should be readjusted. And then all your other lubrications and stuff. So
yeah. I did say that I saw a Toyota Corolla pulling a food trailer.
Hi, Matt. I heard the door open. I was like,
oh boy. Dogs are...
Completely forgot that it was that time of day. Oh. It's been a weird one. All right. Sorry, everybody.
Should we have him as a guest? What?
Easy. We're filthy people.
What is it like to clean Josh's house?
We had a feces throwing contest last night, so he hasn't gotten upstairs yet.
Anyway,
I won.
Oh boy.
The biannual feces fling.
What else we got? We got 15 minutes to do.
Nope. So yeah, I don't know if everybody heard on the conversation, but yeah, $260 for the part with shipping and tax. So that was just the part. He's hoping it's here tomorrow. The estimated delivery was Thursday, he said, but he said it says overnight or next day is available, and they may beat the cutoff. So, so sometime between tomorrow and Thursday. That does not include any of the labor. So yeah, we'll see. But they have my card on file now, so that's good. So far, I've only paid for the part. So I think. I'm sure I could figure it out.
Can you input the part?
But I'd rather not. He also said that, so when I was giving him the model number and everything, or the serial number, it wasn't coming up in True's website. Apparently, it's so old that it's now out of their system, but they still carry all the repair parts for it. So, I mean, yeah, it's that fridge will probably get added now to a more extensive PM program. So, just to try to get it as much life out of it as I can. We got it for, I think, $2,000 is what we paid for it 2 years ago. So, no, and it's really done a great job. If it ever dies, I'm going to be hurting. I'm going to have to probably pony up to buy a new one because I've gotten so used to it. It's been so handy for us. So, JT said I could do a video so that you could shig off of it. Justin, any online ordering updates? I am in a holding pattern right now. I want to reach out to Square and see if there is a way that I can do this without it showing our business address as the pickup location. There's a couple different ways that I've figured out in my head to do it, and I don't like any of them. One of those would be to create a different business location for each one of our spots, and then just going in the morning and changing that to what is available for online ordering, which seems like a pain in the ass. And then that also gets into the reporting thing where numbers aren't going to report right. I have to pull sales numbers for each location individually to figure out what our total sales were. Because you can't do all locations.
Hold on, but in the long run, couldn't that actually help you to determine your spots and like?
But if I can't find anywhere in Square where it lets me pull sales for all locations. I can do all devices or a single device, but I can't find where it lets me do all locations. So it's only the devices for that one location.
So you're telling me if I do all devices, it won't
pull
from all locations? So if I go into
my sales report, I have to. So we had Chris's house as a pickup location, as a location. So those sales that people selected his house don't show up in my sales. I have to go to that location to pull in the sales. You're going to Square right now, aren't you? You don't believe me.
No, it's not that I don't believe you. Isn't there 2 spots for location? Can't you just type you'd have to change your location every day, which is the downside. But you can put a message, here's our pickup location.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in your checkout
it'll
screen.
Say Hudsonville.
It'll say pick
they
up
have
from
to select it. It's right there
wherever.
at the top. You can't bypass it. You can't take the address out. You can add a note into the receipt. Okay.
Justin said he uses food truck POS. It's all built in.
Which food truck POS are you using, Justin? We're getting a whole other conversation about POSs. Definitely not only 9 minutes. So he's using Easy Eats.
Which I've heard Easy Eats is
I'm
really
a big
good.
fan of Square and all the services that I've gotten kind of used to just using. And I'm a creature of habit at this point. Maybe at some point I'll switch.
Well, if you use Easy Eats, you have to use another
Andrew
credit card processing system, so Square would work.
Dubiel, I'm guessing. Sorry, Andrew. They just keep a logbook to record sales from different locations. They include weather, private or public event, and notes that help influence them. I've done that too. Yeah. We started doing that last year for a little while, which worked great until the days we forgot. Unfortunately, but yeah, we're doing pretty detailed. We were separating out lunch and dinners and stuff too. Justin says Easy Eats is amazing. Coming from a restaurant background, it has everything you would need. I will have to check that out. Not usually one that you hear when everybody's talking about POSs. It's usually Square Toast. Global.
Well, yeah. So those are like all-in-ones. Where Easy Eats, you still have to have another credit card processing. It's more of a Easy Eats is more of like
Justin,
I would say a kitchen display system kind of thing.
Who are you using for your processing? And we lost Skippy. Skippy, what are you doing? Skip word. Fine. Skippy didn't want to talk to us anymore. I didn't hear anything you said while you were gone.
Not you. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that happened. All right. So I had somebody message me. So remember when I told you that the other barbecue guy there who bullied his way in said he did like 1,500, 1,600. He just messaged me back. He said, I finally did all the paperwork. We did about 1,000. Including tips. But including tips, he did 1,000, which makes me feel better because including tips, we were at like I think 1,015 or something.
What the hell? Okay, it does on the website. I swear to God, it was not here earlier in the year. I swear to God.
Thank you.
Because I was driving myself mad that I couldn't see it in there. Well, son of a bitch.
Yep.
Well, this number's not right.
There you go.
Oh, that's last year. I was like, wait a minute. That is way too much in sales. Let me see if I make sure this is working the way I think it is. No, that is. What are you doing? Fucking idiot. Fucking me. Sorry for the
Fucking Josh. Did you see Square does have delivery? Do you see Square does have delivery now? They have their own delivery service. So it says increase sales up to 93% with on-demand delivery. Customer places order for delivery. It shows in your POS. Square dispatches a professional courier
i.e.
while
Uber
you
Eats,
prepare
DoorDash,
the order.
Whoever's available.
Courier picks it up and delivers it to customer.
I bet you it is. I bet you it's kind of the same thing.
I don't know if that's what it is.
Drivers. And if they do, how many do they have? Because it can't be a lot.
Okay, so it says, here it is. It says pricing. With on-demand delivery, you won't have to pay commissions, just a flat fee of $1.50 per order. You can choose to cover that fee, pass the local delivery cost onto your customers, or cover local delivery for orders over a certain amount. It doesn't say who they use. As you set up on-demand, you can adjust the following delivery settings. Delivery fee responsibility, service fee. You can set a minimum order amount, and you can add no contact, workflow. Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't say anything about any third-party deliveries. It actually is professional couriers, whoever that may be.
Yeah. Justin says it's integrated with Clover
but whatever.
And Card. I guess that's, you forgot a letter. Card Point, I think. Or Card Poet. And he says they also have invoicing too. Do they do payroll? and pay my taxes because I like that integration a lot.
Okay, so update. It says with Square Online, you can sell food and beverage items online and offer nearby customers a way to have their orders delivered by courier from a reliable local delivery service, e.g. DoorDash.
I don't think so.
So
they're contracting
hold on,
through.
But does that mean you have to sign up for DoorDash?
So if it says, yeah, so I guess it's not bad.
Okay.
Offer.
Well, that's
do a $2 delivery fee.
That's cheap for us. $1.50 per order.
Damn it! Now something else to think about.
Shit.
Andrew commented just now. Square does use DoorDash and Uber Eats. We use both pickup and delivery through Square and have seen an average of 18% sale increase. We only use pickup and delivery during off-season months, though. So yeah, I mean, we're in the same kind of boat as.
So from a commissary? Where would the pickup be? A commissary or something?
I mean, I could technically do it out of my trailer all winter.
Okay.
You know.
True. Yeah. Okay.
Gosh, the comments are flying in all of a sudden. Yep. So he does it from their. He said, and then Justin back again with more Easy Eats. Just you work for Easy Eats. If so, we're looking for sponsorship.
Thanks, Justin.
So he said a popular setup down here is to sell to school staffs during lunch. Using online pre-ordering allows them to pre-order and select a pickup time convenient to them. Fed a middle school staff Friday $1,000 for 2 hours. So, we don't see that a ton up here. Got that we did a couple during the pandemic. A couple charter schools had us out to serve staff for lunch. But I have not seen any of that since. School carnivals and stuff like that are now huge. Everybody's getting food trucks for those. And the one we did last year was great. We're doing it again this year. So, it was a 2.5 hours, I think, and we did $1,200 or something like that. So he says I don't work for Easy. It's just myself. They probably pay more. 100%. If we're running food trucks, Easy probably definitely pays more. better benefits too, probably.
Yes.
Yes, how's everybody's 401ks doing?
That's absolutely true.
Speaking of
hopefully in November they'll start
digital
doing
currency. The new not new, but I guess Shiba, the Shiba coin, has been all the rage lately. Could overtake Dogecoin. No, Dogecoin. It's Dogecoin.
Doggy coin.
They're all animal related. So Shiba. Shiba's a dog. Get with it, will you? Yeah. So yeah, I went and spent $20 on some Shiba Inu, and I now own 1.6 million Shiba Inus that I bought for $20. We did some fun math because it's been averaging a 2% increase every day for the last month. I was like, well, let's put it into the calculator and see what happens if it continues that for the next 18 months. And I will be a billionaire this time next year. I will not be a billionaire this time next year. Probably. I mean, maybe. Huh? Hey, I just needed to hit a quick spike and then get out. I am not a to the moon person.
Yeah, I did that with Dogecoin. I bought it when it was 10 cents, went up to 60, and
that was the night that Musk was on Saturday Night Live.
I'll do one more day.
All right, he's going to say something good about it. It's going to hit $1, and then I'm selling. And then he said it was the worst thing ever. Yeah. There's a couple good movies on.
Why couldn't I have my GameStop moment?
But yeah, I would not have held as long as they did. I would have been
there is, yes.
out halfway through. All right. That's it. That's everything we got, guys. Okay.
I'm gonna do some more research on the Square delivery thing. Because if you don't have to sign up for it for the third party places, and you just charge $1.50.
Keep in mind though, you also have to be able to tell them where you're
places get paid
to pick up the food to be delivered. So we're in the same position that the whole online ordering. It's the same scenario. Like, how do they know where to come to get it? All right. All right, everybody. That's the show.
That's what I'm doing some research
on. All the great comments today. It's really helped us because, we're awful at this. Without you guys, it'd just be a lot of dead air.
Great job.
So, like Bubba said, amateur hour here. All right. It's been an amateur hour and 33 minutes. So, thanks, everybody. Next week, 9 o'clock again. Make sure you follow us all on the social places. We appreciate it. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys.